Hello, sweetheart. I'm going to read you a beautiful story so you can feel warm and cozy under your blankets. If you want, you can set your phone or tablet aside and let your imagination spark to life. The Soft Stone Bridge of Willowbend Creek. In a quiet part of the countryside, where the grass always seemed a little greener and the clouds drifted a little slower, there was a small creek called Willowbend Creek. The water there flowed gently, making soft tinkling sounds as it moved over smooth stones. The creek twisted in a lazy curve around a meadow full of tall grass and tiny blue flowers. Right in the middle of the creek was a little stone bridge, old, smooth, and rounded like a gentle hill. Everyone in the village called it Soft Stone Bridge because walking across it felt a bit like stepping on warm, polished pebbles. It was the kind of bridge that made you slow down and take your time. Not far from the bridge lived a young rabbit named Pennywhistle, though most of her friends just called her Penny. Penny was small, curious, and gentle. She loved quiet things, like the sound of bubbling water, the feel of clover under her paws, and the soft breeze that always drifted through Willowbend Creek. One warm morning, Penny hopped out of her cozy burrow and stretched her paws wide. She sniffed the air. It smelled like wet grass and sunshine. "It's a perfect day for the bridge," she said softly to herself. She hopped through the meadow, feeling the damp grass tickle her fur. Butterflies fluttered by her in slow, dreamy swoots. A pair of ducks waddled past, their webbed feet making little pat-pat-pat sounds in the mud. The closer Penny got to the creek, the quieter the world became. The soft trickle of water flowed like a calm melody. The willow trees that lined the creek leaned gently over the water, their branches brushing the surface with delicate touches. When Penny reached Soft Stone Bridge, she paused and placed one paw on the first stone. Warm, smooth, comforting. She hopped slowly at the arch of the bridge, each stone feeling like a warm blanket under her feet. On the top of the bridge, Penny sat down and looked out over the creek. She loved watching the water drift by. It never hurried, it never splashed. It just slid along in a slow, steady ribbon of light. A few tiny fish swam beneath the surface, their silvery scales glinting softly. Penny giggled as they darted around a drifting leaf. Just then, a small voice called from behind her, "Penny! Penny, wait!" Penny turned to see Marlowe, a little mole with soft black fur and round glasses perched on his nose. He scampered toward the bridge at his usual slow, careful pace. "Good morning, Marlowe," Penny said cheerfully. "Good morning," Marlowe replied, slightly out of breath. "I thought maybe I could sit with you today. The sun is warm and my eyes need a rest." "Of course," Penny said kindly. "Come sit." Marlowe climbed the bridge and sat beside Penny, his paws folded neatly in front of him. He let out a long, contented sigh. "Oh, this bridge," he murmured. "It always makes my whiskers relax." Penny giggled softly. They sat side by side, watching the creek move beneath them. A soft breeze fluttered through the willow branches, making them sway like sleepy dancers. Leaves drifted down and swirled on the water's surface in slow circles. "I think the creek is singing today," Penny whispered. Marlowe tilted his head, listening. He nodded slowly. "It is a very soft song." For a long moment, neither of them spoke. The world didn't need words. The creek whispered. The wind hummed. The birds offered gentle chirps in the distance. Penny lay back on the bridge, feeling the smooth stones beneath her. Marlowe leaned backward too, letting the sun warm his face. A tiny turtle peeked out from the water below, blinking sleepily at them. A dragonfly zipped by, moved as softly as a drifting feather. Even the ducks paddling in the distance glided slowly, sending gentle ripples across the creek. Penny closed her eyes. She didn't mean to fall asleep, just to rest a moment. But the sunlight and the hum of the creek and the warmth of the stones, everything wrapped her like a cozy blanket. She felt her breath slowed. She heard Marlowe sigh sleepily beside her. The breeze brushed her ears like a soft whisper. Penny opened one eye and whispered, Marlowe? Yes, Marlowe murmured without opening his eyes. Do you ever feel like the bridge is listening to us? Marlowe smiled drowsily. All the time. It hears every quiet breath and it keeps them safe. Penny nodded sleepily. That's nice. The willow leaves swayed again, making a soft shoosh 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 sound. The creek bubbled gently under the bridge. Everything felt calm, warm, and slow. Penny curled onto her side. Marlowe pulled his paws under his chin. The sun wrapped both of them in a golden glow, and soon the two friends drifted into a cozy nap, held softly by the warm stones, soothed by the whisper of the creek, and cradled in the peaceful world of Willow Bend. Good night, sweetheart.